Welcome to the Rebel Love Show. We are a once-a-week broadcast from Manchester, New Hampshire, where we're pro-pot, pro-gun, and pro-coffee. You can find all of our content at rebelloveshow.com, YouTube, Stitcher, iTunes. We're also syndicated on JRev and Voluntary Virtues. I am Rob Mathias.
And I am Joel Valenzuela.
And I am Shire Dude.
Also known as...
Andrew, I guess.
Andrew Viga.
Vermilio.
I can't even say my last name.
Vermilio.
And today we have a very special guest by the name of Andre Rosa.
Oh, that's a good accent.
Hey, I fake
Was
it. You fake it till you make it, right? How's it going, Andre?
It's going all right. It's, it's all right.
Now, what? I think what the whole world deserves to know is that indeed a Lamasu ATM on your Bitcoin
shirt.
ATM on your shirt?
No, it's
It looks like it.
It's a shirt that represents how I truly feel inside, which is a robot's
Is it because
that lost his heart.
I was going to say, is it because Bitcoin's down right now?
Oh, dude, no, that's good for me. I want to buy a whole Bitcoin.
Yeah, it dropped big, huh? It's like in the 5.
And drops, I sing Sail by AWOL Nation, but I sing it S-A-L-E.
Sail.
Straight up.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not even going to try. I don't know that song well enough to do
So
a
anyways,
proper parody.
I want to talk about last Friday night.
Friday night was pretty awesome.
Where were you last
It was
night?
badass.
It was man. It was
That was epic.
yeah.
Epping?
With the failures, it was still amazing. Especially
I think the most. I hope you're gonna show video on this podcast because I think the most amazing experience and part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is seeing what 20.
No, there's about
20,
30
30,
of us or
30
more
surrounding the police who are trying to arrest this guy, and literally, like, Will is just giving him, it's like, you don't have to say anything. Here's a card. It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible.
I have all my footage that I took that's on YouTube channel of youtube.com/freemanchraw. That's all the video that I took there. But yeah, he was pulled over for what, just honking, right? That's what I heard.
I missed that.
I missed the
part.
pullover part. That's what everyone was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I took a picture of like everyone, like, 15, 20 people just like holding up cameras and cell phones, all videotaping the police all at the same time. It was like this epic, magical, like they're outnumbered like, 5-1, and just seeing them like not knowing what to do with that many people.
Man. Let me just say, because I know I don't want to talk about it, but that is exactly what I wanted. Just filmed from a different angle.
No, for Friday night, was my 6 months anniversary here, so it was a fitting celebration of my anniversary. I couldn't have asked for a better 6 month anniversary in the Free State than that night, and that was exactly a reason why I moved.
Oh, wonderful!
Yeah,
There
just
we
to
go.
see something like that happen.
How much did you enjoy Friday night, Andrew?
Oh, man. Well, I did enjoy it, obviously, but I wasn't at the checkpoint. I was in North Carolina visiting family.
Oh, that's so
Yeah, how
cute.
did that
What's
turn
with
out?
wait, sorry. Are you from North Carolina?
No, I'm from California.
Right.
So about 2 years before...
South California.
Yeah, about 2 years before I moved here, my dad moved with his family, his wing of the family, to North Carolina. So I haven't seen him since then, so it's really cool.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
how does he take your whole being a complete lunatic moving up to New Hampshire
Yeah.
whole thing?
Has he seen Dogefest?
He's pretty supportive. I'm not sure whether or not he's watched all of the Shire Dude episodes at shiredude.com.
We can hope to Spaghetti Monster he hasn't.
I think he's seen bits and pieces because he did at one point call me Shire Dude, and I was like, wait a minute, we haven't talked about this, and I think I'm getting to him though. I think I'm kind of breaking through. We were talking about anarchy for a while. We actually watched a whole Tom Woods speech.
Wow.
Together.
Which
Very
was
romantic.
It was a very touching moment. We were watching some Milton Friedman clips too, but
Speaking of which, tomorrow
Who
is
fell asleep
Milton's
first?
neither of us.
tomorrow's Milton Friedman's birthday, and Americans for Prosperity is having a breakfast thing at Murphy's Diner at 7:30 in the a.m. Just throwing that out there. I'm going there. It's free food.
Wait, what time is this?
7:30 a.m.
You think they'll pay for our breakfast in Bitcoin? We should definitely talk about that when we're there.
Yeah, they should be paying for all that in Bitcoin.
That'd be
Do
legit.
they have the Bitcoin? That's
Wait,
the real.
does AFP have Bitcoin? That's a good
I
question.
know the Koch brothers probably do, but AFP probably does not.
Yeah.
They should be fully operating.
Rich
Bitcoin.
people love them some Bitcoin, I'll tell you.
Who doesn't love
You know
Bitcoin?
why? Because rich people are smart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well-
They didn't get rich being stupid. And so, of course, they just have they diversify their investments. Even Peter Schiff, who's all, Bitcoin's Ponzi scheme, all this kind of stuff. Then he goes and buys a bunch.
Right.
Just because he doesn't want to be, caught high and dry.
Wait, did he buy Bitcoin?
Oh, yeah. That was like all over the news after he had that big throwdown about Bitcoin. Then
Yeah.
it's like, there he goes and buys a bunch.
Well, you guys know Tim Draper, the Six Californias guy?
Yeah.
You know the whole
yeah,
proposal
yeah,
to split up Six
It's a
Californias?
great idea.
He
They should.
ended
Instead
up
of splitting up California, they should just leave the union. But nonetheless,
It's a great idea,
Yes, it
yeah.
is.
But he ended up getting all of the stolen Silk Road Bitcoins. Did you hear about that?
Oh, the not raffle, but they were doing an auction.
Auction.
For it, yeah.
He's the one who got all of them.
When I thought was that all the was that all the Bitcoin from that was like in like the petty cash wallet?
It
or
was
is that
in
like,
escrow on the Silk Road.
Okay,
yeah.
that's not all of it. That's just
well, yeah, no.
that's
but
just
that's
the stuff that they
that-
got. They're
Yeah.
holding on. Don't they have like his wallet, but they don't have access to it? Dread Pirate Roberts, isn't
I
that the case?
think,
They don't have the keys.
Well,
to
they
get
can't
in.
compel him to give the password.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Except
Well,
through
they
torture.
didn't ask for the power of Christ to compel him.
The body of Christ. Yeah, now that actually came up in a Bitcoin meetup with a few others. We're talking about security and about paper wallets and about passcodes. About what if you have something that, like, if your heart stops beating, then your Bitcoin gets transferred to some other wallet and stuff like that. And then the thing is, well, what if you're supposed to be like, what if you have to give up your private key under pressure when you're being tortured or something? And one of the people there was like, believe me, if we all being tortured, I think losing our Bitcoins is the least of our problems. So yeah, that's
those are wise words.
Someone should make a parody of that with a Seinfeld scene with the ATM. Am I too old for that? You know,
Yeah.
you're old. You
I
know
was
what I'm talking
watching
about.
Seinfeld just tonight.
I know Seinfeld. What's
Bosco.
The Bosco, yeah.
Yeah.
Bosco.
You remember that one?
No.
Where
To elaborate more than just a word.
Oh no! Basically, that was
George.
Costanza's password to get into his ATM, and they needed the password to get inside the bank
Right.
or something like that. Someone was like dying or something like that. He refused
his
to do
shirt
it.
was caught in the ATM slot and the building was on fire. And
Yeah.
they're like, "What's your code, man?" Because this was the last card in there. And he's like not about to tell them.
Someone should make a Bitcoin.
That was a
one
great
with
episode.
Right.
Yeah, there was another episode too about where Kramer guesses his password.
That was the same episode. Yeah, Kramer
it-
totally guessed
was
it
was
in like a minute.
Ovaltine?
Yeah,
And then you change it to something else.
yeah.
Remember, it's like
He was guessing like all sorts of chocolate products, and he got it somehow. It was crazy.
it was amazing.
It was very
He
Kramer.
Psychologically broke George down
Yeah.
bit by bit. You're a weak man, and all this.
So,
So that's a DUI checkpoint. Great
yes.
stuff.
Great stuff for the DUI.
Yeah.
checkpoint.
So
My favorite thing about DOI checkpoints is that it always leads to Seinfeld references.
just everything does. Now I think what's cool is at the end of the night, Rob and I went to the diner, the Red Barn diner, not the Red Arrow, some red something diner. That's
Yeah,
all.
that was the
Red
first time
Barn.
I ever gone to that one.
Yeah, I
It's-
didn't know
yeah.
they were 24 hours.
What do you? It's not 24 hours.
They were. Yes, they are.
They were there. They were 24 hours that night.
They were
Half
they were
the
not,
week they are.
They were not always 24 hours.
Well, as of Friday, they're 24 hours like half the week.
oh wow.
So now it's an alternative to the Shit Arrow Diner.
The shit, it's not a shit arrow. I like
I like it
the Red
too.
Arrow.
That was just what Kurt started calling it when he got bad service one time.
I also enjoy amounts of grease in my face.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the Red Barn is actually not that bad.
Yeah, they're both comparable, I would say.
24-hour, the airport diner though. I think
Is it really? I
still
thought it's not
wins.
24 hours.
It's
anymore.
not anymore.
That is a big issue in New Hampshire. Is I'm used to like everything being open all the time.
Yeah.
And what is that
You
like?
can go grocery shopping
anytime
at 2
of
in
the
the
day,
morning
yeah.
if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my jam right there.
And now like oh like nothing's open. Nothing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one thing that for the viewers at home. That's an interesting thing about New Hampshire is there is no city.
I'm
This is-
sacrificing
we-
late night shopping for freedom, people.
Exactly. We are in the metropolitan center of the state of New fucking Hampshire right now.
We are
And
the,
there
we
is,
are in
like-
the biggest town.
Yes,
We're in
and
the
there
biggest
is
town of New Hampshire.
and there's just nothing. Like there's one 24-hour thing. There's no 24-hour coffee shop, which really bugs me.
Yeah, Dunkin'
Because-
Donuts should be open 24 hours for God's sake.
There are, but they're drive-through. Here's the thing: I want to be able to, when I get the insomnia at 2, 3 in the morning, I want to just go out with my little, tablet and go get some midnight writing done, right? And I can't do that, and it pisses me off.
You can do the hang out in the corner of the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I could hang out the quill for that, but then you get shamed for whatever for cupcaking in the room.
Cupcaking.
Yeah.
Is that what?
What's cupcaking? Have you cupcaked me? I don't know what cupcaking is.
I don't know. It sounds pretty kinky though.
Cupcaking is a verb that means using your phone.
I don't
right?
know where it derived from or started from, but
I
yes, you're
believe
correct.
it's on
Derived
Urban
from-
Dictionary.
If you're in a social situation and you just start looking at your phone,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my God, that's Tuck. Tuck is a cupcaker.
Extraordinaire.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I kind of talk cupcake all the time. So, anyway, I
New
think,
word. I'm glad I learned a new word. Cupcaking.
Cupcaking.
Well,
yes.
now speaking of the way the city and the whole state is just Podunksville. What's it like being? Because you're from the People's Republic of San Francisco, is that correct?
I grew up in the People's Republic of San Francisco, and then I grew up in L.A.
Same difference.
Same deal. Yeah. So that must be quite an adjustment being out here in the boondocks for you.
I still haven't gone over it.
Hey, join the club there. So what do you think is the hardest part that just the void in your life that's missing from back home to here? I know, because we talk about how great New Hampshire is, and it's a great state. We talk about the movement, about liberty, all this great stuff, but not everything is just like zero sum. Sometimes you gain something, but you lose something. And so what's for you the personal price of moving out here?
Oh man, you got to to a core.
Yeah,
That's what I do. I'm good
struck
at my
the root.
job.
Do you miss
Strike the root.
ethnic people at all?
Yeah.
I have to admit, it is.
Ethnic
It
people
drives,
aren't.
it drives me absolutely insane how white New Hampshire is. I never thought I would hate white people so much.
I didn't think so either.
Um,
And the thing is, most people think I'm white, and I didn't.
You act kind of white.
I used to
sometimes.
think I was, and then I came here, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not.
no, it's awful. I mean, I think I do a little gig and dance anytime I see a Vietnam person walking down the street.
I think the correct word is Vietnamese.
Oh, whatever. I'm not good with
racial slurs.
Political correctness.
or with words in general.
Yeah, well, it's kind of been hard for the dating pool for me because this is the first year of my life, right? 2014 that I've ever dated.
Like ever?
That I've ever dated a white girl. This is the first year in my whole life that I've ever gone out with a white girl.
Whoa.
And I've gone with a couple now, and
I don't know what that's like.
We can't go this line in question because I will totally start dissing on Manchester, New Hampshire.
No, seriously, go there. You know why? This is not a Free State Project show.
We'll talk about the pros and cons.
Yeah, we're talking about the pros and cons. We talk about the
What we're
pros all the time.
sacrificing to be here.
Yeah, because I have some things to add to this list too. It's not just you bitching.
I mean, I'll just say I got a pretty good what's the word? Cross section of New Hampshire when I went across the state to do my Drag Queens and Covered Bridges calendar. Yeah, I'm from California. Everything's a little bit more open-minded, a little bit more relaxed, not as conservative culturally, and yeah, it's just I don't know. I want the quality of people to improve here.
Well, we just
Yeah.
gotta get more of them to move here.
I'm not gonna lie that even it gets. I have seen it across the spectrum because everyone here knows each other. It's just so small that people known
Yeah.
each other since high school that the drama that happens here is probably some of the most petty drama I've ever seen in my life. Like the Keene stuff going on between the Stop Free Keene and the Keene. That's all petty shit. That is all petty shit. Politics, you go into the politics situation, all petty bullshit. This is you when you live in a small town, you got a lot of small town thinking.
Yeah, I know that. I sort of grew up in a smaller than a small town, so I know what that's like, where everyone knows everyone's business, and where one of the neighbors, his name was, I forget his real name, but everyone just called him to his face for the rest of his life, La Perra, or the female dog, because that's what they caught him with one time, and then that's what they call him forever after.
What do you mean caught him with?
Caught him
He had sex with the dog?
Yes, so he got caught. Because, yeah, this is the
Wait,
Mexican...
hold on. That's deserved then.
Yes, it is. That's the Mexican boondocks. And they just called him that, like, forever once they caught him. And my dad was called Lepe, or the orphan calf, because he was the youngest of 5, born 5 years younger than the second youngest. And he's just that orphan calf that, and he's 60-something fucking years old now. And his siblings still call him Orphan. Hey, what's going on, Orphan? That's still, instead of his first name, they call him Orphan. And it's just that whole small town mentality that's just, it's hard to get around.
Right.
And that's one reason I'm in Manchester as opposed to other places here, because at least that's diluted
No, that's the
a
same
bit.
reason why my mom keeps calling me my failure since I was 3.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, I thought they were about to have a heartfelt moment right here, and you're just fucking around.
Did you get a nickname? Did you have
Yeah.
one?
Well, what did they call you?
Jabba the Hutt, because I used to be fat.
Do they still call you that?
They can't really, because it's hard to make that connection now. But
Well, they could call you Jabu.
well, sometimes they still call me Gordito, or little fat guy. But
Gordito. Yeah,
it's
that
like-
Gordito.
I mean, I don't look that way anymore. Not most days. Not unless I've been to the Keen Buffet and just porked up. That day it was a little bit.
Well, it's a buffet. You're supposed to try everything.
What about you, Rob? You have any nicknames back home?
No. Well, I lived in for me, like Andre, I lived in a very populated area. I lived in the south side of Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. So though I did, I spent every summer vacationing for 2 months out of every year in the UP of Michigan, which is like Lancaster area, like population wise. So I'm used to like not having that many people, because I kind of had both worlds, like a rural life and a suburban. I'm used to both, but at the same time, I spent most of my life in an urban area. It was always a cultural shock going from there and back, because we go there every summer in August. So that you come back and it's like, oh my God, there's a lot of people. Like that was always a shock for me as a kid, because I got acclimated to like no people and an hour drive to the nearest city, which was a nearest city, quote unquote, was a city because they had one red light.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
I got culture shock from LA going to visit New York. I got a little claustrophobic.
Like New York City?
Yeah, New York City. Yeah.
Yeah, because LA is pretty damn packed, but it's not like New York City packed.
It's not high like New York City.
LA's spread out.
Yeah.
It's not an island, it's a valley.
Like, again, I came from Phoenix, right before coming here, and that's what 3-4 million people in the metro area. It's a sizable city, but it's basically like Manchester that never ends. It's the small town as Manchester.
It's
it just
low.
it has less high rises than Manchester.
No.
I can't believe
Oh
that.
yes, it does.
No.
There's
Phoenix.
Yes, Phoenix. I'll show you pictures, man. There's like none, and besides that, like. At least here, there's a lot of 2-story or 3-story buildings like the one we're in right now. In Phoenix, there's like 0. They're all one floor. There's like 4 in the whole. I don't know.
You think that's a heat reason? Because heat rises or like stayed low to the ground?
I think it's a price of real estate thing, that there's just cheap land everywhere.
Eventually,
so
it'll get built up. Eventually.
Well, if it's cheap land everywhere, why wouldn't you build up?
Well, it's because it's easy to just you don't need to do it.
It's cheaper to build far and wide.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to spread out, and you just. So it's just the concrete jungle that never ends.
Dude, Arizona is one of my favorite. Well, except for the whole like Gestapo immigration stuff. Visually, is one of my favorite states.
Yeah, it's really great to visit. Just don't stay very long. Sedona. Are you gonna say Sedona?
I love Sedona.
See, I knew it. Everyone goes to Sedona's like, Arizona's awesome, man, and you don't live in like West Phoenix, the West Side Cholo.
No. Listen. I have friends in Flagstaff. I've been to Phoenix. I've been to Grand Canyon. I know.
Flagstaff is nice too, though. It's
I
like you've been to the nice places.
I also been to Antigone used to live in Prescott.
That's again the rich, nice places. Okay,
And you
Sedona,
realize
Prescott,
and you
Scottsdale, Flagstaff. Those are the places worth being at.
Flagstaff.
Bisbee too.
This is all over
Bisbee.
my head. I have no idea about the
Those 5 places.
geographical,
It's not one of those
like
5 places. It's a
neighborhoods of
shithole.
Arizona.
Sorry, I've
Lost your train of thought.
I know my West Coast.
So,
Anyways,
lack of ethnic diversity. That's one big thing.
Yeah,
What else?
It's huge. It's huge.
I know. What else?
Or
What else?
Yeah, about Manchester or.
I mean, the pettiness is pretty bad. I literally do believe I've gone into I've had encounters. So I've gotten kicked out of a couple of bars in Manchester, and I basically come to the realization is that people here really love to be kings of their own shit mountain. That's something I've noticed.
Small pond.
Yeah, big fish in a small pond. Just I don't know. And I used to, dude. I'm a film guy, so ever since I moved here, in LA, you're constantly. I mean, it's it's Hollywood, so you're constantly bombarded by the new movies coming out, be it from the whole range from indie to mainstream. Here, I have no idea because I have ad busters on my computer, so I'm not getting pop-ups on my computer. So I have no external influences.
Well, you should go and search out what movies you should watch.
Well,
and
that's work.
I hear you. Look, I've been here 6 months. I've only watched half of one movie, and that's it. And I haven't watched any TV shows.
Wow. I mean, the next movie I want to see is the new Richard Linklater one, The Boyhood. Looks really good.
I have no idea what that is.
He basically filmed his son grow up for 12 years and
I
made a
heard
whole
about
story
that.
arc based on that.
Yeah, it sounds like.
I'm already crying just thinking of the concept.
Yeah, it sounds good. Well, I kind of, I didn't. This part of the state, at least, the coast seems a little bit different. And of course, correct me if I'm wrong, because you've spent more time there than I have. But there seems to be a little bit of a cultural backwater kind of feel, and.
What, you mean the rednecks?
Yeah, or just nothing but kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I heard mudding was a thing for the first time a week ago.
Mudding, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is mudding?
That's a redneck thing, but
it sounds pretty kinky.
That sounds kind of fun, though. You have to admit. I probably wouldn't mind going mudding.
We should go on a mudding trip one day. Experience with the locals. Live like a local.
Dude, I would actually. You always say yes to new experiences.
But are we gonna wear camouflage?
Wearing rainbows.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I remember when I was living and working in D.C., I used to go to there was this one little cinema that always played the Indian foreign movies and stuff, and I used to go there, take girls there, whatever, and it was.
And not watch and just make out?
Well, no, I would actually go there to watch because they're fun movies. In fact, half the time when I go out with friends, they'd want to go see Scary Movie or some bullshit like that, and so I would just say, screw you guys, I'm watching this one alone because you guys have shitty taste in movies.
Hey, don't knock Scary Movie.
Well,
oh wait, no.
I just did.
Wait, hold on. Is Scary Movie the knockoff or is
the knockoff?
The comedy.
Yeah, the
yeah, it was the mock. It was the mock, mock film.
Making fun of the actual good movie.
Yeah, or Scary Movie, Date Movie, all those kinds of
Right.
It's just one.
It's a
Scream.
Yeah.
I thought you were dissing Scream.
No.
Scream's great.
I'm just. It's they're like Tyler Perry at level. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I do miss the coffee shops. There's 2 good coffee shops in Manchester, and one of them.
Which ones? I'm curious to know your list.
There's Cafe Lorraine, which is pretty good. It does its service as a real coffee shop, right?
Yeah.
And then there's City Cafe, which is right next to
I was not
Murphy's.
impressed with City Cafe.
I haven't been to either.
They're all
Well,
right.
you've never been to Lorraine?
I haven't
Cafe
been to
Lorraine?
either. I go to Baked.
Really?
It's
Baked
not
is
good.
all right.
I mean,
they're not. It's not like a coffee shop, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Try Lorraine. You will love Lorraine.
Go to Cafe Lorraine.
Well, I guess because I work in Portsmouth, so I never.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, there's great
Portsmouth
coffee
and
in
there's 12 and a
Portsmouth.
half coffee shops there for 1/10 the population. It's crazy.
Yeah. There's right in downtown. There's a whole bunch.
Why didn't Portsmouth become the hub of the Free State Project?
It's not the hub of the Free State Project.
No,
man.
why didn't it?
It's expensive.
Yeah.
It literally. I actually, when I moved here, I was looking at places to live, and I wanted to move in Portsmouth, and I got in complete huff because they were charging the same prices as LA to get a 1 or 2 1 bedroom in Portsmouth, and I was completely I'm not fucking moving across this fucking state to pay the same fucking prices I'm paying in metropolitan LA. I'm not fucking moving to Portsmouth. Now I wish I was in Portsmouth because it's kind of a great. It's kind of it's
Yeah,
like-
it's kind of
like-
worth it.
It's the gem of the whole state. It's one.
No,
of
I agree.
Yeah, I still intend to move out next year if I can afford it. So let me just see. Well, then work on that first part, right? So what about you, Andrew? What did you miss leaving
Leaving the Democratic
Leaving.
People's Republic
Yeah,
of
you're both
California.
of the Congo?
Oh man. Yeah, no, ethnic people, like I mentioned before. Yeah, you don't think about the little things.
You know, speaking of which, the Rebel Love pad right here, Rebel Love Show Studios, is going to be like the one place where you have the most concentration of ethnic minorities. In the whole
I always
state.
feel outnumbered. I'm like the only white guy sitting here right now.
Oh, he
Oh,
finally admits it
man.
on camera.
Yeah, I know, right? I've been running
No, but
that
seriously,
for a while.
outside, like out in a neighborhood here.
Wait, are you actually German or something?
Yes,
I'm Persian.
he's German.
Persian.
Matthias being the German word from Matthew. Anyway, so out in the neighborhood here, we got
Wait,
like
you're Iranian then?
he's a honky. That's what he is.
Oh no, I'm Persian. I was just making that up about white. Yeah, go ethnicities.
Anyway, so around in the neighborhood here, there's like a bunch of like Dominicans and Somalians and stuff like that. So, like,
Yeah,
we
don't they
hear are some of the whiter shaded people in the neighborhood, and that's the only place in the whole state you could probably say that about, and I love it.
Yeah, because Manchester's refugee. Is it a refugee thing?
Yeah,
think it
but
might
it's
be,
not
yeah.
just Manchester. It's this very specific part of
'cause,
Manchester.
well, Manchester gets a lot of the refugees who come into the U.S.
Yeah, I noticed there's a lot of
That's interesting.
those kinds.
That'd
It-
be great though, because maybe we can get like a little Dominica Dominica
Well,
Republic or something.
It's weird for me. You know, the weird
Why
part
is that
for me.
weird?
The weird part for me isn't. I mean, it is weird having just so many damn white people all over the place.
I
can't
agree
stand it.
with that.
But more than that, it's weird that there's like no Mexicans. That there's like fake Mexicans, like the Dominicans, right? And it's so funny thinking about it that way. But like, you know, you're from the Southwest, right? And then there's like always the Mexican population that are like
Right.
the mostly in like the service jobs or landscaping and things like that, or just their own little places. And it's like, yeah, it's like my people. I know. And then-
They're a part of my understanding of how life is supposed to be. Yes.
Exactly. And then
Yeah.
you come here and the same piece, they're not right.
Yeah.
They're like something else. They look different. They speak Spanish. They do the same stuff. They're
You know where
they're
I
just different.
you
It's
know where
kind of it's messed up, man.
unfortunately it's going down with Market Basket, but that's where reminding me of what life was like, because you always go in the Market Basket and it's always a lot of different ethnicities in Market Basket. That's like where like the biggest like pool of all different people. Like to me, that's where I always know is the
Well,
most non.
That one on
the one-
Elm that you
yeah,
go to.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I'm used to like like everything. It's like I can go from my old apartment and get Chinese and get Middle Eastern food or anything else under the sun, like everything. Like there's always all these places. I miss food. I miss the food from
Yeah.
there. Like
There's the new Indian
I
place.
know, I tried it. I
It's
loved
not bad.
it. I know, I
it was
liked
pretty
it.
good.
good.
Yeah,
No, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I enjoyed myself quite thoroughly.
yeah. There's actually decent food on Elm.
And I have come to enjoy the mess that is USA Chicken.
No,
Oh, I love that stuff.
no. I'm used
In fact,
to.
you're making me hungry for some
That's
right
that's
now.
that's a cheat day. That's definitely a good cheat day.
I'm used to
place.
like good fried chicken places. Like
Oh, I don't do their
on-
fried. No, I don't do their fried. Yeah, their fried chicken.
What do
is
you get
bullshit.
there?
I get their like gyros or their sandwiches.
no. Have you tried G Spot? The gyro spot. Or
Yo.
gyro.
Oh, yeah,
the gyro
yeah,
spot.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're really good.
Yeah, those are good too.
Now, do you like Republic?
What?
Republic.
No, they're
What's your-
they're pretentious and expensive.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, yeah, I'll give you
their,
that.
their portions are way too tiny. I'm sorry, I'm not paying. Like I got a tiny salad there with like barely anything for like $13, $14.
Yeah.
I can't stand that kind of pretentiousness.
I had a good experience the several times I've been
Have
there.
have that attitude, but be cheaper, please.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's the thing. As I've had a good experience because again, I see the menu, I see like this is bullshit, and I find a way. I always locate the items on the menu that are going to give me what I want for the price I want, and so like I've never been dissatisfied, even though I can
No.
understand why everyone else would be.
I mean, well, I have a hard time eating there if I want to stick to my paleo diet. But
How long have you been doing paleo?
Since 2012. So 2 years.
Do you enjoy it?
It's changed my life.
All right.
Has it made you slim down? Because I don't know what you looked like before.
I've always had a.
Well, if you've always been in shape, why are you doing paleo?
Because I used to get tired all the time. I had major energy issues. I used to take lots of naps.
Well,
Like a cat.
isn't that very ANCAP of you though? Aren't ANCAPs down with naps? I thought, why are you anti-nap?
Not this ANCAP.
You take an ANCAP nap.
ANCAP nap. So Andrew, when are you going on your on your no food diet?
Soylent.
On your vodka diet?
Will you break paleo to try some Soylent with me when I get it in the mail?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I'm gonna get that like mid-September.
From the Kickstarter.
Like no, it's like they're shipping it out to people.
Right. This is the Soylent Green from the Kickstarter.
Yeah. They had the Kickstarter that was like vastly successful, and
and
that's Soylent. Yeah.
I don't know. I watched the Vice video with the rats like running around in the factory where they're making the Soylent.
That made me a
I'm
little
not down.
nervous.
I'm not down for the Soylent.
I'm
I like
hoping they took
like
care of that.
food. I actually like eating. I enjoy going out to dinner and ordering food.
I like eating too much. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
Well, you go ahead and enjoy your liquids.
Yeah, like my dream is to be able to eat as much as I want and not get fat, not be able to eat anymore at all and still like not be scrawny. Like it defeats the purpose. What's the point of living? I mean, let me put it this way: as soon as you go on that Soylent diet, I'm gonna hide all the guns around here.
Why?
So he doesn't off himself.
Oh,
because then life's
man.
pointless.
Actually, when I was a
That's
kid,
lot of guns to hide.
when I was a kid, I'd always say that the job that I wanted when I grew up, I wanted to be a food inventor. And so this project, it like
That
spoke
is such
to me.
an awesome kid thing, you know.
It spoke to me in a way because this guy invented a food, right? That's like never been done before, like not like this. And it really got to me on like my little kid level.
Wow.
Okay.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not down. I can't do it. Maybe have it as a backup in case
We'll try it.
as
I mean,
food storage,
I'll
like in the case of emergency. But
I'll
I
see
wouldn't,
how
I
long
wouldn't
I
live
go.
off of that.
Yeah, I'll see how long I go on it, and then I might end up like doing like Food Friday or something. I don't know.
I remember as a kid, working doing some food magic. I know I did some concoction of like orange juice and toothpaste and like toothpicks or something.
You ever try like making peanut butter milk? You figure chocolate milk's delicious. Why not peanut butter milk? It's not good, by the way, for the viewers at home. It's not. Don't make peanut butter milk.
That's funny. That's pretty funny.
Let's talk about your campaign for office.
Yeah.
I'm interested in why you're doing it.
Say what? New Hampshire State Rep right here.
What are you going to run as?
I'm State House Representative of Hillsborough County District 8.
Sure you know this by heart, like where you're running at.
Dude, I have the worst memory ever. I was like,
Maybe I'll need some bulletproof coffee there.
yeah, State House. It's gonna be
What's your platform?
whatever you want it to be.
Right.
Is it more or less taxes?
How about no taxes?
Yeah, less taxes. The standard. The standard stuff. Like pro gay, LGBT,
Pro gun,
pro gun,
pro pot,
pro pie,
pro coffee.
Pro coffee.
pro coffee,
There you
Pro-
go. You got
pro-
pro love,
Pro cat
Pro love.
spanking.
pro cat spanking,
Yeah,
consensual.
you would. If it,
consensual cat,
okay,
cat
consensual.
spanking.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have a great.
Don't
I
bring
have
the state between me and my cat, man.
I have a great campaign video. I don't know if you guys saw it on Facebook, but
No.
I need to edit it. But there's actually literally a video of me climbing up, 20 feet, 25 feet to save a cat from a tree. And I plan to use that to like Andre Rosa, State House Rep. He'll save your cat.
That'd be awesome.
That's excellent. Yeah.
And then we're gonna come out with a like a hit piece that's like all black and white ad. It's like Andre Rosa says he's pro cat, but is he really spanking the
Yeah, we
cat?
just-
Spanking Ash in slow motion, black and white. That's gonna ruin you. Not right for cats' asses. Not right for New Hampshire.
What? I Oh man. So you're gonna edit that down? If you need an editor,
I'm
just
pretty good.
saying,
I do all of the Desert Links and the Rebel Up Show stuff.
I do stuff too. So
I know. I'm just trying to like.
Isn't he a film? You do your own film and editing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
in the Shire, everyone edits. Everyone.
Yeah, everyone has some sort of camera. Or
Everyone's filming me, man.
yeah.
No. Everyone films, not everybody edits.
That's true.
Ah.
Well, what is is there a YouTube channel for you or content that you've made since you've been here?
Yeah.
Besides, stuff that we can quote unquote that you
I
want to discuss.
I usually post on Vimeo, Vimeo.com/robot notes. But unfortunately, some of that stuff is been taken down.
By the man.
No, by me, because I am running for state house.
So you were having too much fun in a couple of those videos.
Basically, well, you can see the gay dance-off. Derek J and I, when I first got here, this is December of 2011. We had a gay dance-off. It was the Manch versus the Keeniacs.
Oh, I remember that.
Didn't the Manchkins win?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
I
was leading the crew, so we definitely won.
There you go.
Hey, Derek tries pretty hard, you know?
No, Derek's a great guy. I'm just better.
You're a better dancer.
Yeah, or at least a gayer dancer.
A gayer dancer.
So are you gonna win? Do you have competition?
I have too much competition. We'll see. I have some. I think by now you guys know that I don't fuck around, and I know when I take things seriously, I go full gun ho. So
Yeah.
I guess I gotta. It's just a matter of am I gonna work myself to death and slip up from doing too many things at once. But I think I'm okay.
Well, I was gonna ask if you're worried about being outed.
How does what?
What do you think?
A free stater?
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of other free staters running for state house are worried about being outed before the election.
Well, technically, I'm not really a free stater. I guess technically I am, but I did not come here for the Free State Project.
What did you come here for?
I came here to run away from LA, and Antigone was here. But then I was here, and it's like, I'm a libertarian anarchist person, so it's like, oh, another tick on the
ticker.
On the ticker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not completely. I did not move here for the Free State Project. That is an absolute true statement. I did not move here for the Free State Project.
So you decided to escape here.
Correct. It just so happened that Antigone moved here for the Free State Project, and
well, I think a lot of people use the Free State Project as their form of escape from there.
Yeah, I mean, I ran away. I escaped.
Yeah,
Andrew, where were you running from? Tell us the truth.
Oh man, the cops.
That's a good reason.
They'll never find me.
Except when you're fucking cop walking down Elm Street in front of everyone.
I'm in disguise now.
Yeah, the hoodie. They never recognize you with the hoodie.
I've been in whiteface this entire time.
Oh man, that's a good one. Mind blown and swallowed.
Yeah. Oh man.
Seriously though, has anyone ever thought about that? Like, there's people who run. And it's like, yeah, like that's gonna work. And sometimes it does, but I'm saying, like, what if you actually did something dramatic? It's like, say you're a little skinny dude, you just get all big and fat. You change your facial hair, you get different colored contacts, you get some like tattoos in places you didn't, or remove the ones you had.
Facial reconstructive surgery, the works.
Yeah, or
that's the future.
Just get an ethnoplasty.
Dude, that's what method acting's all about. You just got to be committed.
Yeah, like what?
Are you method acting right now?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing.
This is
like,
you.
What if you're the most like a beefy, like tough, New England kind of like trashy sort of rednecky guy, then you just decide to go like full classy flamer, right? And you just like you lose a bunch of weight, like get fashion sense and start like doing
just like, hey girlfriend.
Yeah, you become that person to the point where you can't switch off anymore. And then like no one knows, like, I can't be that guy. He's like clean shaven, he's all like fabulous, he has no tattoos, he's got a good fashion sense, like, he He eats quinoa all the time. I mean, gosh,
It
like
sounds
Don't
really-
be hating on quinoa. I love quinoa. I'm on the opposite diet of you. So
Wait, what's quinoa?
quinoa, it's like
it's hell.
it's kind of like rice, but it's not.
Oh.
That's the best way to describe
It's
it.
kind of a rice.
It's delicious.
But not as fat.
It's like rice.
Absolutely delicious. I love
Wow,
my
I like
quinoa.
rice.
Yeah, I like rice too. Who doesn't like rice?
I don't think anyone who doesn't. Yeah, everyone loves rice.
Has the rice quisition up in here now.
You accepted rice as your Lord and Savior. Speaking of rice, so I'm thinking about how many state reps we've got running, right? Because, I'm over at Free State Project headquarters, and we're all like, ha ha ha, Granite State doesn't have any idea what's coming to it. Anyway, I was
think they
thinking,
got
what
an
if we
idea.
did a state...
Oh yeah,
They know.
They're freaking out.
Yeah,
are.
They're literally chicken littling the shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What if we got going like a state rep calendar? Like we have, we've had other calendars come out recently. We could do a calendar of all the state reps that are running that are free
I don't think
staters.
some of them would want.
You know what? That's gayer than my drag queen's calendar.
Like I definitely want to see Mark Warden in like a January position,
January position.
But he's not running anymore.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's
true.
out.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, his
He's done his time.
Well, he's just holding off until he runs for governor.
Straight up.
Maybe
that's what we
who
say.
knows?
But yeah, that would be a very fun calendar about the fun Free State reps. And then
Right,
you
like
got,
after the elections, obviously.
Yeah, William Kostrick and his like on the beach looking behind with his thong and stuff, and then like
That'd be
Puerto
hot.
Rican booty.
Right.
And
This
then-
is swimwear. This is swimwear calendar.
Yes.
Definitely. Oh yeah. Do we
And
even have to say that?
Who else is running?
Well, this guy right
yeah, but
here.
I know, but who else?
Who are you gonna out, or
I
should
thi-
you?
I mean, people who. Tim O'Flaherty's running.
He's definitely out.
Yeah, he's definitely out.
Sabrielle's running. She's out.
Mhm.
Is Caitlin running?
No. Brandon Ross is running.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole. Philip Harris. He's running. He's a Manchester Republican. I'm in the inner circle, boys.
How many?
Wait,
I
wait.
know some Politico things.
Well, are you running as a Republican or a Democrat?
I'm running as a Republican.
Oh.
Now, how many Free Staters are running as Democrats this time around?
I have no idea actually.
I know the total is supposed to be about 36, right?
Democrats or just in general?
In general, the total.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say
I've
that's a
heard.
hell of a lot of Democrats.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, somewhere between 36 and 50 is definitely something somewhere in there
Oh, lordy.
accurate.
Yeah, well, let me put it this way. I think that in general, we're running. This is going to be a huge year. I'm starting to feel it in the air.
Mhm.
Like,
Well,
I'm s-
everybody's facing. Well, I'm not facing a primary, but I'm facing a congested general election. I mean,
Contested or congested?
well, a little bit of both. Column A, column B. I definitely have to take some pills after this.
Yeah, swallow or suppository?
Will, his primary is filled. There's like 3 or 4 people running. We'll see how it goes. I know I'm just focused on the general election, but in my election, there's basically one person who is guaranteed to get that one slot, and so there's basically 3 people running for one slot in my district. That is not good odds.
Yeah.
Especially this is my first year, and to be frank, I don't want to make being a politician isn't something I want to actually do as a living.
Yeah.
It's more of an experience thing. I want to experience it.
Well, I just hope those any of the Free Staters are going there. I just want them to stop as much as they can and just cause chaos in the state
Yeah,
house.
monkey wrench it.
Yeah, yeah. That's all I want to see them do. In all honesty.
Well, I mean, you're gonna get a lot of resistance towards that.
So.
Well, hence, welcome to the world of peer pressure
Uh huh.
and influence. I mean, it's easier said than done to throw a monkey wrench. Basically, what ends up happening is that people don't take you seriously, and you end up just making a fool of yourself.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
It depends on who you're making a fool
I mean,
of.
you have to be you. It's not.
So what you're trying to say is that Ian Freeman is not going to win the governorship primary.
Yeah, he's not gonna win.
Well, it would be funny if he did, and then we all have to like eat crow.
Call him governor.
I would.
I've called him
I would
governor a couple
absolutely
times.
call Ian governor.
Governor.
I would actually have a little bit of New Hampshire nationalism towards Ian as governor.
I would call him
Not
Lord.
gonna lie.
I'd call him my Lord and Savior. Peace be upon him. Just keep that going. But I think it's on a more general note. I think it's going to be a huge year for us. I'm feeling it in the air. I'm starting to get my stuff. I'm starting to really
There's like a wave building.
work hard because
There's definitely a lot of momentum this year. There's definitely I think with there's been a lot of movers over this past year, and there is. It's we're hitting
500 or more.
We're hitting a sweet spot right now. So
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, like, I've noticed, the electoral thing is going huge. Definitely now the Free State Project with 501c3 nonprofit status could open up a world of grants, right? And a world
Hopefully.
of things to do to trigger the move, right?
Wait, who is?
The Free State Project.
Oh, right.
achieved
The whole
501c3.
thing that we're like.
Yeah, I mean, they could get buckets of money, right? Yeah, and so that's even more people moving out, and just I get this general sense that all our dreams are going to come true, and Vermin Supreme's going to give us all those ponies he promised this year.
Ian Freehan as governor and Vermin Supreme as president. My God,
There you
what a
go.
world that would be.
Yeah,
It would be
he's living there.
beautiful.
I am very much looking forward to the presidential primary season in New Hampshire. It seems like a gold mine for just video content.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or just go up and
It's pretty fun.
Oh,
It is-
yeah.
It's pretty fun. During the primary last time around, it was like, I don't know, 2 a.m. They didn't use the footage, but like I was at Red Arrow or something, and like some reporter asked me, flashing a big huge camera and light in my face, and I'm like by myself at Red Arrow, and like they asked me who you're voting for, and I said Ron Paul. Ron Paul, because he won't kill brown people.
that is awesome. Candid moment of awesomeness right there.
I was like, that's like he's gonna end the wars, like, but they definitely didn't use that.
They should have, because that's like gold, right? Right. It's for either side, whether you're pro or against. It's pretty gold. It's a candid statement right there. It always pisses me off when
Honestly, that is the I'm a libertarian for all kinds of reasons, but I mean for me it's always been about the wars. The wars
Yeah.
in the military industrial complex are some of the most atrocious things ever. Like I would not mind living in a socialist state if the other
They
side
just
of the
stopped
coin
killing
was like,
people.
right, we're gonna stop being an American empire. All troops are coming home. Like I said, you know what? Bring on Obamacare. Fine. Like at least we're not murdering people across the planet.
What woke you up?
Oh, I've been Anthony Gregory when I was 15.
Wow.
Wow.
Anthony, Antigone, and me basically used to hang out in high school and basically talk politics. I've been talking politics since I was 15, 14.
Hey,
Okay.
join the club.
But I did not. But I was a minarchist. It was actually Ron Paul that made me an anarchist.
Ron Paul makes everyone an anarchist.
Yeah, the minarchist that makes everyone an anarchist. The constitutionalist that makes everyone want to throw the Constitution in the trash. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Well, yeah. A lot of the time,
So when
it's when you agree with the person you're talking to that your views change.
No, here's a question. Open.
Did someone post that? Someone posted something like that.
Yeah.
online.
Here's an
Yeah.
open question. Before Ron Paul passes away, do you think he's going to come out of the closet as an anarchist?
I think he said.
He's already said he's a voluntarist, but
he-
people
he's-
don't
he's
really understand what that
given-
means.
He's given nods here or there to various things, but no, he's never going to come out of the closet.
Now, before Ron Paul passes away, do you think he's going to come out of the closet as a gay man?
No.
That'd be
No.
safer for him
Okay,
to do,
no.
though.
More importantly, do you think before Ron Paul passes away, is he going to come out of the closet as a lizard?
What is he spraying?
What is he spraying? That's what I want to know.
Who was it who died? And his last words were, "I killed the bank." That was Andrew Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also killed a bunch of brown people.
Because he fought the Fed.
He also killed a bunch of brown people.
Again,
yeah.
who hasn't these
Do you
days?
think Ron Paul's what his last words
You
are gonna
haven't
be?
even seen
"I
my
killed the
closet."
state." It'd be pretty legit.
I smashed the
I
state.
smashed the state.
He would be more personal. His victim is his enemy has definitely always been the Federal Reserve.
Yeah. He could say the same thing, right?
Yeah, you know, all about that whole thing, I got into some argument with some conservators online today, as usual, and they were all like arguing. It was like, and so we got into foreign policy, and then they're, oh, you hate America, and then I was like, look, you have a picture of Ronald Reagan as your profile picture. He was so non-interventionist compared to this stuff. He would never stand for any of this stuff. You know, neither were Ron Paul, neither were the Founding Fathers, none of this kind of stuff. And you're basically embracing Obama's foreign policy. And that just like blew they could not get their heads around that these you must like that Obama. I'm like, no, well, you're the guys who like his foreign policy. I'm really for like the Reaganite thing. Or, you know, of course I'm for more than that, but that was just like the anyway.
Well, most conservatives and liberals pretty much agree on the exact same thing when it comes to government and, you know, in regards to foreign policy and there being a government and what they do. They just disagree on the minutia of stuff.
Yeah.
Conservatives?
Yeah.
No. Conservatives are for a strong national defense.
And Democrats are not?
Which is a murky concept. They're for control on the border, immigration.
Yeah, there was some liberty people doing that the other day, and I wish I went down to that. You cannot be libertarian and be for border security. You have the right to free travel.
Border security, but to like
close borders,
to
illegal.
Like
things. No, this entire planet's my homeland. I don't give a shit where I go to.
You own this entire planet?
I don't own it. It's my homeland. I didn't say it's my property. But this entire planet is my homeland. Regardless of it in North America or Africa or anywhere, I should be able to freely travel around this entire planet.
I mean, I'm sorry, but like, I can't take conservatives seriously when like the scope of government has increased every time there's a conservative in office, and they get each time they get applauded. Like Jon Stewart, I remember when George Bush, it was like, I don't know, maybe his second term, and I forget who Jon Stewart was talking to, like maybe Dick Cheney, maybe somebody, but he literally said, like, commenting on what was going on with the Bush administration, it's like, you guys are like Democrats on steroids.
And why did they ever? I never understood why Democrats hated Republicans, because like they're doing what you want.
Because of the cultural differences.
I know. It's not their team. It's not their tribe. I know that.
Because they're white and they hate gays and brown people.
It's not just team stuff. It's cultural. Okay, California is a very much. And they tend to be very democratic, right? You know, like that's why like I'm gay. Which party should I run with? I mean, people are gonna say, well, you should run as a Democrat.
Yeah,
right?
and if you don't, it's like you're a traitor.
It has nothing to do with policies. It has to do with cultural allegiance.
Which I think is very funny.
And culturally, I'm on the left.
Yeah, it's funny the way you see.
Burning Man's my goddamn Mecca.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about the libertarian movement. Not so much the libertarian movement, but us porcupines here. Is there's people from all over. There's a lot of heated discussion and debate and fighting sometimes over the inherent cultural differences between these people who've all embraced the exact same philosophy. And like, you know, there's a bunch of people, myself included, who work hand in hand with organizations like Americans for Prosperity that are, you know, partially.
Koch
exactly.
Koch brothers.
Koch money.
And then there's here, Koch brothers. Say it one more time. Koch brothers. Koch brothers. Koch brothers. Koch brothers. Koch brothers. This is gonna be TV gold right there. Anyway, so they're so.
That's just the end of your campaign.
So there's there's some people that are so obsessed in Koch brother hating that again we get along all the time until we start mentioning that, and then it's this. I think it's a beautiful thing that people from different cultures can mesh together here. Like then there's like people who are really conservative Christians who are here and participating. Then there's people who are, you know, flamingly the opposite. And it's like I don't care. I personally don't give a crap because we're all brothers and sisters and whatever other terms you want to use.
Man, we all love each other. Just now take down your pants.
Exactly. Although I'm not.
Yeah, I don't care what anyone does. Just don't force me to go along. Like, be free. Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, don't make me do no paleo diet because I won't.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either.
Oh,
I did Atkins.
I love
though,
my
for
bread.
a little bit,
Dude, I did some grilled peaches with coconuts, milk, and almonds, or not almonds, walnuts on it. It was pretty delicious.
yeah, it sounds pretty good. I just want that and some like bread and shit too.
But yeah, I did Atkins for 6 months, and I miss bread so much. I had
know,
to get off of that.
bread-
Bread,
bread-
I love bread.
Bread is a genius thing. I know.
Yeah, I don't know
I
how you
know.
do it for so long. Do
I
you have a
I
cheat
I
meals or something?
I have a weekly cheat day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, or infidelity. Was that Wednesday hump day?
I don't believe in the dogma stuff. I have a weekly cheat day.
Good. You should.
That's cool. Well, you know what? I really want to thank you for coming out and exposing yourself to the whole world. I mean, the 28 people who listen. And joining us as the first person to be on this show with our brand ash spankin' new co-host, Andrew, who is now going to be a permanent addition to the show. You're the first
Shire
one.
dude.
Yeah, man.
You're the first one to you're our
You're
guinea
breaking
pig.
me in, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're breaking him in.
Breaking into the new
Break him in
co-host.
gently,
There you
though,
go.
will you? Okay.
Well, gentle then hard, gentle then hard, gentle then hard.
Where
There's-
can,
there's a whole
We'll
rhythm.
work out the
Work
safe
it.
words after the show.
Where can people find all your content or anything that you're doing, who that you are, and whatnot?
Including your candidacy.
You can go to notesforrobots.com, or I tend to blog on robot-notes.tumblr.com.
Now, anything about your candidate website or anything like that?
That is not up. Honestly, I'm going to be really lazy about it. I'm going to have a Facebook page and probably a Tumblr page. AndreForNewHampshire.tumblr.com. That's where I'm going to
sounds
put
like a party.
I'm pretty lazy.
I gotta get on Tumblr. I don't do Tumblr yet.
I don't tumble either.
Is there enough Liberty people
I
on there?
roll
Is there
barrel
a
roll.
No.
market for it?
No, it's more visual oriented.
Like
It's more-
Pinterest. I'm all over the Pinterest.
More visual oriented, and a lot of social justice people there.
Oh, then maybe I should get in there and spread my love of Liberty
Spread
in
your
there.
Liberty seeds.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
all
have
over
a
the
couple.
place.
I know a couple liberty leading people on
Okay.
Tumblr.
All right. Well, you can find. Well, first off, Shire Dude, where they can find you?
ShireDude.com.
There you go. All right. You know you don't have a website, just goes to your channel, but nonetheless.
Hey, don't insult him.
No, it's good. It's good. He has a URL. That's great.
Hey, you have a volunteersrebel.com?
Volunteers. No, I don't. I just use Rebel Love Show.
Oh,
I know you have your own. You have
I
like
have
20
the
websites.
Desert, I know. I have 20 and a half now.
Yeah.
TheDesertLinks.com. Find all my crap there. You can find all our stuff at RebelLoveShow.com. You really have a good job of corralling all the ones.
We're gonna do a good job. Keep updating that.
Yes,
Hopefully every
we.
couple. Yeah. Hey, we both of us have. This
And
guy
guess what?
hasn't though.
Not yet.
Not
Oh,
yet.
This guy.
And guess what? Derek J is also blogging for us on that site.
Oh,
so
nice.
now he's adding
already-
his.
He's
key
already
He's
got
our
something-
keen perspective.
He's got something up there already,
He's
right?
got many. He's probably got more stuff this week than we do.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, he's just and so we're moving it right along. It's going to be the one website to go to figure out what the hell's happening here in the Shire. So RebelLoveShow.com, guys.
All right, we're out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.